The European Union's General Data Protection Regulation came in force as a replacement for a number of different national privacy policies that had existed prior to the GDPR. The purpose for the GDPR was to create a uniform regulation that all companies and governments would fall under in order to make it more enforceable and to ensure that the European citizens' privacy rights were adequately protected. The GDPR has an impact outside of just the European Union because business is transacted globally. And as a result, the activities that go on associated with European citizens still needs to be protected. And that means that we need to put in place the appropriate kind of regulatory environment so that we don't get offside with the GDPR. Because if we do get offside with the GDPR, then we would fall under that regulatory regime, and businesses here could in effect be sued as a result of that and be subject to the penalties that are associated with it. So a large international organization, for example, an airline company that is flying back and forth between Europe and Canada, will have both EU citizens and non-EU citizens on it. The regulation protects the EU citizens, but it's impossible for that airline company to readily identify which passengers are EU citizens as opposed to a Canadian citizen. So business processes need to be put in place that guarantee that the protection that's being afforded to the EU citizen is also being afforded to the Canadian citizen. And as this regulation has more and more impact around the world, we will see more and more regulatory environments that align with the GDPR, and it will actually create a consistent workplace for everyone involved.